Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Black Cats TV. And our phones have been pinging all day, so we thought we needed to squeeze one more transfer news in. And I woke Conrad up out of bed. How you doing, Conrad?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I'm just a bit tired, so I thought I was having an early night, and he was like, "No, get down here now. We've got some players to talk about." So I thought, "I'll make it worthwhile, and let's get down there."
We've got subscribers to fill in,
Yeah.
and the news keeps coming. So by the time this goes out, and I'll try and edit it and get it out as soon as possible, half of it could have changed.
Yeah.
Before we do anything else, don't forget, smash the like button. If you're brand new to the channel, consider subscribing. We do this, we do live commentaries, we do reviews, we do all sorts to do with Sunderland. We'd love to have you on board, so smash that now. Thank you very much.
And subscribe as well while you're there.
And subscribe. I said that. So first, we want to update you on the stuff we've spoke about on the previous transfer shows, because like Conrad always says, we're just weathermen. We're just reading the news, even though you feel the need to comment to say, this is news and tabloids. We know. We've told you that.
We tell you which one we're reading it off.
Yeah, we do. We cite our sources. So I just want to update you on the current ones. Obviously, I think everyone's heard about Chuba Akpom, and pretty much it's posted all over the place. And potentially he's going to Lille now. They've reached an agreement with Ajax to sign him on loan with a buy option, not obligation, like we were going to do. Basically, he didn't want to come, did he, Conrad?
No, his Borough roots were too thick, so I didn't think he wanted to come play for us. Or didn't want to come back to a league he'd already been in, one of the two.
We've never had that with Borough, though. I get it when it's like Newcastle and us, but when it's Borough, we've never really had that. We've had, like, Catamol did both, didn't he? And was it Whitehead?
I think yeah, potentially. I think it's probably a mixture of he left the Championship looking for his next move forward, and then to suddenly find himself back in the Championship again, probably to him feels a bit like maybe a backward step, and maybe it is semi to do with Borough as well. Who knows?
Yeah. Anyway, so done, dusted, gone. Ignore the previous video where we spoke about that one. So next up, it's all about Louis Palmer. I can't remember which show we mentioned him in, but we have mentioned him. Mm-hmm. And he's been going to Olympiacos. Olympiacos are in talks with him. So I think that's gone that way. And it's gone all quiet on the Sunderland front.
That was 2 videos ago, that one, Louis Palmer there. That was when we were talking about Dan Neil potentially going to Everton and Roosing off before he did go off.
Yeah, it's not a massive loss. More of a loss for me is this one, because I was quite keen on this one, is Semi Kilisko. Yeah, destroy
from Besiktas.
Yes, and we were still ongoing, like, negotiating this, but Newcastle United have reportedly been offered the opportunity to sign the Turkish star. And they're interested. And it could be around £21 million. And there was obviously interest from Villa, Everton, Forest, Fulham, and us. So the Premier League are chomping for him. We're not going to get him.
It was always nice to see us reach, but it was a big reach.
Yeah. So that's it. Hopefully he goes to Newcastle and does absolutely nothing. Scores 17 own goals.
Costs them way over the odds, and does absolutely nothing for them. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. So that one's dead duck. And last of all, I just want to mention Matija Freegan. I think that's how you say it.
I believe
According to reports, we're still ongoing with talks for this one. So I've seen a few.
This was
apparently talks are still ongoing, so that's still a possibility.
Yeah, I think that was about 3 videos ago for us, and I think it was one that was one of our not necessarily first options, but we'll see how it goes. I think it's exciting that we're at least trying to keep lots of options open rather than doing all your money on Will Grigg. Option.
Yeah, we also spoke about a youngster, babyface Charlie Harvey Vale. He's left Chelsea and joined QPR on a free transfer. So that one's also now being shot, and that was reported by Fabrizio Romano, that one. The only other update to mention is Aish. So he's gone, he's not gone, he's gone, he's not gone, he's not gone, he's gone, right?
Yeah.
My latest one was about to say he's not gone because basically Portsmouth have too many players of a certain category to do with Brexit. It's the ESC clause or whatever it is, ESC clause. Sounds like an escape clause to me. But basically, they would have to drop somebody from their team. Players who are unable to obtain a full work permit can apply for the Elite Significant Contribution Certificate, which is the ESC. But championship clubs can only have up to 4 ESC players within their squad. Right. And Portsmouth already have 4. So unless they're getting rid of somebody or turning a loan back or something, then that's been delayed. However, as we speak of this, somebody has mentioned, what is it going to? Let me just pull the source up here. When it decides that FLW have mentioned that Portsmouth FC told they are getting Sunderland AFC man that can change the game massively this January. So they're saying it's still going through Football League World. So we'll see on that one. But obviously they've got to all abide to the FA rules.
It'd be well done. That was a lot of information.
We've got one more update. Yeah. But I do want to say to everyone, we're going on to our 3 potential signings at the end. Saving the best for last, so hang around, stay till the end.
Just about Ashish, I mean, what would your thoughts be on him potentially going out on loan?
I understand why, as people get fit, and Mundell's going to be back on the grass soon. As people get fit, he's going to lose his place, and he wants that game time. So I get it. I do get it. But I think he's valuable enough to be in this team. But I don't know.
I think we're doing the smart option to me because, like you're saying, he doesn't get ahead of Mundell, Watson, or Enzo on the left. He doesn't get ahead of Roberts and Mayenda on the right. And in the middle, he doesn't get ahead of Enzo, Mayenda, Rig, whoever plays in there. He's not getting ahead of any of them. So if we clearly think there's something there, we're doing the smart thing by loaning him out to somebody else in this division and going, get your game time and let's reassess you again in the summer.
I would like to have a recall clause on that. That is the only stipulation I would have, because if we do get an abundance of injuries in the next 3 months, touch wood, then I'd like to be able to call him back. So I hope.
Yeah, hopefully they're smart with that one. Yeah.
But you just mentioned Watson there. He wouldn't get ahead of Watson. But Fabrizio Romano, again, on Twitter, you all know the name, says Brighton are in talks with Sunderland to sign the 18-year-old talented winger Tommy Watson. Initial bid has been submitted. Sunderland are reluctant to sell Watson, but he only has 18 months on his contract. What amount of money lets them let him go, do you think? Can you imagine if Tommy Watson goes for over 20 million? That'd be insane.
I don't see us getting that much for him on 18 million. Like, if it had another contract in and say he hadn't got injured when he had been playing and scoring and assisting, I'd have probably said, oh yeah, we need to be up there. I reckon you're going to look under 10 with 18 months left to go. Not that you want to lose him for that. I think we're going to hopefully try and tie him down to at least another couple of years and go, look, this is the best place for you to develop. That opportunity will come again because you'll get better. And if we actually, how many games did he play for us where he was really good? 3, 4 before he got injured. And then I think they were interested in him in the summer. If you remember rightly, they came in right at the end and sort of went, can we have Watson? And we went, no, like at that moment as well. But it wasn't a sort of concrete offer or anything. So hopefully we do the same and go, look, stay at least this 6 months. Even if you don't want to sign a new deal, we'll let you go in this one. But get yourself in this team, show them what it is, and we'll sell you for X amount in the summer. Don't want to lose him now because, again, I think we're showing how confident we are in not losing him if we're letting Ashish go.
I think you could easily explain that to a player.
Yeah.
But it's the agents that are going to offer him the big wage, the big money.
I'm hoping his agent is like his dad or something now that he's 18-year-old. Do you know what I mean? Something who's got a bit of a sort of more sensible head on him than someone like Ian Hart.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I hope he stays, and I hope we just say no. Hope we just remain strong and just go no.
But if he is the only casualty of this window, I think we've been let off lightly, to be fair.
Just a shame. Just to be a shame.
Yeah. Anything else on outgoings?
No,
We already
that was
mentioned
it.
Rusin gone in the last one,
Yeah,
didn't we?
Rusin's gone. The Dan Neil stuff seems to have gone a bit quiet. But no, Watson's one obviously came up today, like you said, from Fabrizio, and Ashish one's been doing quite strong rumours. So watch this space for them too, I guess.
Yes,
Oh,
definitely.
I did see it's kind of on point there, but I saw from Lebree's press conference earlier on today. Where was it? He said two things that were very interesting. So about Ashish, he said his behaviour has been perfect this season. Adds that it'll be a good solution for him if he can go somewhere and play. So clearly he likes him, but he just knows that he should be playing, and we can't guarantee him that at the moment. And then they talk about the transfer window, and he says we'll be doing business until the last seconds of the window. He adds that the team are in a really good place and that he isn't worried. He trusts the players and they're in the best position he's ever been during his career as well. That's what he was saying about himself. So I think we're clear. There was something else about he's not going to be in touch with those three, as in Speakman, KLD, and anyone else. He's very much going to be, I've got my team. This is set for Monday. No messing with that. You do what you need to do now.
Yeah. Lebree's also quoted in saying, because we're going to be doing business up until the last second, don't forget to tune in to Black Cats TV for their last hour of transfer deadline day special after the match commentary. Thank you.
I mean, what a plug from Reggie. That was amazing. I can't believe what a legend he is. Yeah. If that's not worth a subscribe, I don't know what is.
Insert disclaimer here.
Yeah. Reggie Lebree did not say this.
Right. Incoming. This is what we're all interested in. So, first one on the cards. These things are reported everywhere, guys. So when we quote a source, it's just what we've got in front of us. It's not an exclusive to them or anything like that. It could have been reported in 30 different places, but we try and spread it out where we can. So this one I've got from Football Fancast, footballfancast.com. Sunderland will hope their February can start on a better note than how their January concluded, with the Black Cats made to settle for an unsatisfactory 2-2 draw. Blah, 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 blah. Why do they give you 3 paragraphs of crap before they give you the actual
to make you stay on there for longer?
Yeah. With it being documented how hungry Sunderland are to land a new centre forward this window, the likes of Emil Rees-Jacobson and Shuper Akpom linked heavily with a switch to the promotion hopefuls, which obviously we know they've been axed. We're now looking at a page that's gone white because it's just...
I've got one.
Is Archer.
Yeah,
sorry.
There he is. Cameron Archer.
I was getting there. I have to read the article because we're quoting the source.
Okay.
Cameron Archer, Football Fancast, your site keeps going white for no reason. Anyway, yeah. What do you think of this guy? He's an out and out. He's centre forward. He's not like I can play 27 different positions. He's literally one position.
Well, he has played as a right winger as well 23 times in his career. But like you say, he's predominantly a centre forward. He's played 111 times there, according to this. So he's out and out forward. Championship-wise, I think that would be a great addition if we were able to get him off of Southampton, where he is currently. I think he played for Middlesbrough before, maybe Sheffield United as well in the Championship. But either way, he's played 40 times in the Championship, according to the stats here, scoring 18 goals, 7 assists as well. So, he's clearly capable of providing something at this level. 2 yellow cards as well, for anyone who cares about yellow cards and what have you there. He clearly knows where the net is in this league. When you go up to the Premier League, this is where he's probably not been given a full amount of minutes there. He's played 60 times in the Premier League, got 6 goals and 1 assist. But his minutes are just shy of the 40 games he's played in the Championship. So you can see he's played more games, but same time across the more games in the Premier League. So
he's getting halves, isn't he? He did a season in the Premier League with the Blades. When they went up 23-24, and then obviously he's done a season now with Southampton, 21 games for them. Only 2 goals in 21 games though.
But I mean, how bad is Southampton though? It's not all on the striker. I mean,
no, of course he might not even be getting the ball. He might be up there.
Yeah,
watching
we were saying this last season, or I was, that Southampton have one style of play which is charge, and then they concede like 6 goals. Like when we turned them over at our place, it's just like, if they don't know how to defend properly, they'll get found out. And in our league, there was lots of teams they just blitzed past. But some teams went, this is easy, this. And then when they got to the Premier League, they've been found out still for just you can't defend. 6 points so far.
Yeah. I mean, for only 23, he's got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
He came up through the ranks with Aston Villa, doing through their youth setup and stuff like that. Played in the EFL Cups for them and stuff. Then he went up to, is it Preston he went to? Yeah, Preston North End in the Championship, 21-22. 20 games for them, 7 goals, 1 assist. Then he did his Middlesbrough stint, 20 appearances in the league, 11 goals and 6 assists. That's not bad off 20 appearances. And yeah, then obviously we just mentioned the other 2. So lots of experience for a 23-year-old.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I know we'd not necessarily any concrete things that say we've submitted bids or anything like that. It's just sort of showing interest. But if this was offered to me, as in he could be another striker option as well as Isidore, as well as Minder, I'd take him. Absolutely.
Snap their hand off, yeah. That should just be a loan, I think, though, would it?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be paying silly money because we haven't yet seen him prove himself in the Premier League. But certainly,
exactly, yeah.
Southampton won't be keen to sell him either because the likelihood is they're coming down next season and then they've got a ready-made Championship striker on their books.
Yeah, so it could be a good loan. I think that would be a nice last-minute loan addition. So that was Cameron Archer. Next up, we have William Goebbels.
I think it's Willem, isn't it?
Is it Willem? Is it Goebbels? Oh, I keep thinking of
I know. I don't really want to say Goebbels every time, but it's like it really is, isn't it? It's like Geebles or something if you really want to be careful. But
I've got this up off Football League World just to mention them. Sunderland AFC set to bid for French forward after 7-figure Luton and Blackburn offers are rejected. So we're going to have to pay for this one.
Yeah,
a hefty chunk, even though his value on transfer market is 5 million. What do you know about Goebbels?
Again, I've done some digging on numbers there. He's played a lot in the Swiss Super League, not the European Super League, of course. 63 games, 17 goals, 7 assists. So predominantly a striker. I think he's done 56 games there. The other part from that, he's done 9 games at left wing. So it's not, again, another out-and-out forward, you would say, really here. Not having his best spell this season, looking at his numbers current, but I think the team that he plays for find him about halfway down the division. It reeks of that's a bad way of saying it. It smells like the Mendy one, where we were looking at a player profile rather than is he banging goals in for fun? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just going off that one, we're looking at a player that would fit the system really there. And another decent shout. Never seen him before, but fits the mold.
23-year-old, bit less experience, bit less value for that. Former international France under-19s player. So the international team of France has seen something in him, and they're not, that's not like a rubbish under-19s international team. It's good quality.
Well, he
another
played,
French player for Labrie to talk to him fluently.
He played 39 games in League One. However, you can see the disparity in the minutes when he's only played 852 minutes across practically 40 games.
Yeah.
So he didn't get a lot, but then he's played nearly 3,300 minutes for the Super League, and that's where he's got his, almost a 1 in 3 record of scoring.
7 assists there as well, is it?
Yeah, 7 assists, 17 goals. So he's doing all right, shall we say?
Doing all right, might fit our model. We've got a nice little taste for French players at the moment coming into the team. And
I just don't want to lose Isidore, that's all.
Don't want to lose Isidore. So there you go. That's Willem Goebbels. I say Goebbels all the time.
Joseph Goebbels. No, not Joseph Goebbels.
Yeah. Let us know what you think of him in the comments. And that one was from Football League World. So the next one.
The big shiny one.
The big shiny one.
The shiny Charizard again, at the back of your pack.
On stats, you might glaze over him. Before we mention him, Fabrizio Romano again teased at a player. And I think this could have been who he meant. Because he said Sunderland are working to bring in a new player, but it won't be Tubak Akpom from Ajax, despite links as there are other clubs in concrete talks. So he said that, and then not long after he said that, that's when all this came out. And I've got it on the Chronicle Live here. Sunderland plot ambitious transfer swoop for Sporting winger Marcus Edwards.
No relation to Carlos, I assume.
No, I hope he is. I hope he's his long lost.
Well, he's a right winger, so he's pretty close.
Yeah, but yeah, Marcus Edwards. Did you know the name as soon as it was said?
Yeah, I did, but that's only because I've played as Sporting a few times on FIFA in the past, and I sort of knew of him a little bit, but I didn't think it'd be a player that would be in our sort of radar. Like we say, he's predominantly a right winger. He's had nearly 200 games out there as a right winger, but in those 193 games, 41 goals and 37 assists. So he's not just a goal scorer. He's easily just as important a creator for them. And I think, we've got Patrick Roberts as well, but when you throw someone in like Marcus Edwards, who could be a potential on your right wing for you, you cannot turn that down. Played in the Champions League as well, 8 games, 2 goals, 2 assists over the space of 400 minutes. So, 4 games overall combined?
And he's already got contacts in our team.
Oh, who would they be?
He was in the youth setup. He was in the youth setup for Spurs. That's where he came up from. And he played in that youth setup at the same time as Dennis Serkin.
But would we have been there with Mundell and Clark potentially as well?
Potentially. I know Serkin's a bit older, isn't he?
Yeah, but he's in the England under-20, so probably Bellingham as well.
There you go. Yeah, so he had one game with the Championship for Norwich. One game. 6 minutes in 2017, 2018. I don't know what happened there. But obviously, his stats on paper, he's a right winger. 193 times he's played as a right winger, 41 goals, 37 assists. Is that good for 193?
That's pretty good. You're talking about numbers of 80 for 190, aren't you, still? Assists-wise and goals-wise. I think that's pretty good. If you were to put up Patrick Roberts' numbers...
It's a 1 in 3 some sort of effect to the game, right?
Yes, in essence. But this is also for a top side in League Portugal with Sporting Lisbon that we're talking about here. We're not talking about, he's played down in... Again, no offense to Goebbels here. We're not talking about the Swiss League and a team that's halfway down it. We are talking about a Champions League side here that he's putting these numbers up for him. It would be on the level of an Enzo signing for me if we got this one. It was in if you manage to get 2 players in January and they are Enzo and Marcus Edwards when you're 4th in the Championship, that's a real statement of this is what we're doing. And this is what our goals are. We know we were talking about in previous windows where the owners don't even want to go up. They're not interested. They're just interested in this. And then it seems in this January, they've clearly just gone, bang, cards on the table. Let's do this. Let's go for it. What do you need? And
so you imagine that midfield. Mundell's back fit. Mundell, Enzo in the centre, and then Edwards on the right.
With Job behind him as well.
Or Job and Neil. Or Job and Neil. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
Isidore
hang on. I need to adjust my trousers.
I know.
That would be an awesome signing.
That would be an amazing signing if we got that across the line. It feels a bit like when people were linking us with Enzo at the start of January and everyone was like, yeah, all right then. And then you're sitting there going, it's not going away, this. They're going to keep talking about it. What's happening? Then the next thing you know, they'll be like, there's a plane coming over from, Portugal to Newcastle. And you'll be like, oh my God, it's happening. Then there'll be photos at the airport and you'll be like, this is genuinely happening.
Walks on the pitch at the Middlesbrough game.
At Middlesbrough?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We're just going to grab the announcer in a headlock and go, you announce our signing. Yeah. Is that what we're going to do? All right, then.
I think it'd be good.
Yeah. It would be quite fun. But, it's also, don't forget, this is a very sort of out there sort of point. But our owner has connections to players as well. Do you remember when he brought Dembele along just to watch a Sunderland match?
Yeah.
PSG's Dembele, former Barcelona, and he's just he's just mates with him. It's he's just watching a Sunderland game.
Was that Speakman?
Yes. No, it
Yeah.
was KLD. Sorry,
I think
Dreyfus.
Speakman's got a good little black book as well, but
I think they all do.
I think we've got some sort of relationship with that Tottenham youth setup.
We clearly do. We clearly have something in there, but they clearly produce some good players. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had some of them already, and we've had some in the past. I remember it wasn't quite their youth setup, but do you remember when Roy Keane tried to buy 4 players from Tottenham in a transfer window? Just because, like, well, why buy them from everywhere? We can just buy them all from one, you know.
Roy Keane would have made us have an excellent transfer deadline show with the way he signed players. Just ring up ex-Man United players. You fancy a couple of games?
Yeah. Can you arrive on January 31st, though? Like 1 minute to midnight. Yeah. 6 players all signed in the last hour. Amazing stuff. No, I mean, yeah, just going back onto the point there, if we got, Archer or Goebbels, either of them up front would be, a great addition to the forward line. Absolutely. If we could get Marcus Edwards, it would be unbelievable, especially if you can get him firing quickly. Enzo's been playing really well, but hasn't contributed
fit as well.
Enzo's been playing really well, but hasn't contributed a goal or assist yet. But that he should have done, because Derby should have counted. You're sitting there going, if you could just get the goal contributions rolling in as well, we're going to be. Mundell's so direct. He's getting goal contributions all the time. I feel sorry for Mayenda if we get Marcus Edwards in, because you're sitting there going, you're doing so well, but you can't turn this guy down.
Yeah, that's it. And Roberts is definitely not going to get a look in. But, I mean, what a great options to have for Labrie. Yeah. One last question before we end it. We'll try and keep this under 30 minutes. Yeah. Why has this changed so dramatically in January compared to what we were doing before the start of the season when it comes to transfers?
I think it seems to be we're very sort of cautious, I think. So we brought the new manager in, and I clearly think they didn't want to just go, right, let's just go for it and just get everybody. They clearly went, we've got a good team here. We've got, Joe Bellingham, we've got Dan Neer, we've got Chris Rigg. We know we need a striker, so let's go out and get that. We know we need some experience in the defence, so let's go out and get that as well. We've got Clark and Mundell. One of them is a sellable asset. Clark's gone, right, Mundell, you straight in. We've got Patrick Roberts. We know Mayenda's going to be back in this team, and Labrie will work some magic on him. I think they knew we had the raw elements in there. They just wanted to give the manager time to work with those elements. Also, I think he's probably earned the right to sort of say, actually, you're doing really well with this team and you're in contention for automatics. Let's go for it. Because even in Mowbray's season, the first time we came up, we were like playoff flirting, and they didn't just want to chuck money at it to finish 6th and not get anywhere. We're like,
do you think they see a Premier League manager in Labrie and think this is the time?
I think they think we're seeing the Premier League door is still open for us. Again, like we said about Plymouth, it's disappointing that we dropped the 2 points. We're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. We're still very much in this. And I think they've clearly gone, right, well, let's go for it. If we fall short here, but let's say we get these players in, we're going to be in an even better position for next year. And if we sell one player, Rigg or Joe, which of course I don't want to, we'll still be able to improve and move on. The team doesn't fall apart when you take one player out of it.
Yeah, well, I'm excited.
I really want that to come off, and I'm hoping that I'm half watching the Middlesbrough game with one eye, and I'm half watching Sky Sports.
I'm going to have
news.
We're for our live stream for the Middlesbrough game. Come and join me doing the live stream. I'm going to have the game on, but I'm also going to have the laptop booted up with all the transfer news going on, hopefully at the same time. And obviously, we've got a great community. We'll have Coffee Goblin and all that lot giving us updates on transfers and scores around the country.
And they'll all be in.
And then, as soon as the game finishes, we will hop over and start our second live of the last hour and be going, oh my God, we got him.
Yeah, it's Marcus Edwards. I hope it's not the Grigg one, though, because I remember I stayed up till like 1 a.m. thinking, have we signed him? Nothing. And he didn't actually sign until like 10 o'clock in the morning the next day when they announced it all. But they had to apply for extra time and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Well, don't forget to join us for that. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that wonderful stuff. Would you like to any final thoughts and goodbyes, Conrad?
Yeah, just keep an eye on the Twitters. Keep an eye on your Sky Sports News. It looks like we're going to be in for some deals all the way up until the deadline. And you can, like you say, join us on Monday. We'll be doing a commentary of the game. Well, Mike will be, and then join us again on the night for the transfer show. We'll be talking about it.
And as we speak, Christian Speakman explains Sunderland decision as Adil Ashish's exit terms are confirmed. There you go.
There you go.
We'll end on some confirmed news.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. Like, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. And we'll see you all in another video soon. Goodbye.